Good morning, students. We like profit and we always try to avoid loss. One of the main strategies in our life is to maximize profit and minimize loss. In our present session, we are going to learn very important and very useful topic, that is profit and loss. Before going into it, let us examine a few terminology. Cost price. The amount for which an article is bought is called its cost price. It is denoted with CP. Selling price. The amount for which an article is sold is called its selling price, denoted with SP. Profit or gain. When selling price is greater than cost price, then there is a gain. Gain or profit equals to selling price minus cost price. Loss. When selling price is less than cost price, then there is a loss. Loss equals to cost price minus selling price. Dear students, the gain or loss is always reckoned on the cost price. Formulae. We should be thorough with the following formulas. Then only you can solve problems with speed and accuracy. Gain. Selling price minus cost price. Gain percentage is equal to gain by cost price into 100. Loss. Cost price minus selling price. Loss percentage is equal to loss by cost price into 100. Formula to find selling price when cost price and gain percentage is given. Selling price is equal to cost price into 100 plus gain percentage by 100. And formula to find selling price when cost price and loss percentage is given. Selling price is equal to cost price into 100 minus loss percentage by 100. And formula to find cost price when selling price and gain percentage is given. Cost price is equal to selling price into 100 by 100 plus gain percentage. Formula to find cost price when selling price and loss percentage is given. That is, cost price is equal to selling price into 100 by 100 minus loss percentage. Now let us solve a question. Prabhu bought a radio for 750 rupees and sold it for 875 rupees. Find his profit percent. In this question, cost price is 750 and selling price is 875. So, gain is equal to SP minus CP, that is 125. So, gain percent, the formula says gain by CP into 100. So, it is 125 by 750 into 100. Its answer is 16 and 2 by 3%. One more question. Manohar bought a chair for 1260 rupees and sold it for 1197 rupees. Find his loss percent. Very simple. In this question, CP is 1260, SP is 1197, so loss 63 rupees. And loss percentage, the formula loss by CP into 100. So 63 by 1260 into 100. Its answer is 5%. Overheads. Sometimes after purchasing an article, we have to pay some more money for things like transportation, labor charges, repairing charges, installation charges, local taxes, etc. For calculating total cost price, we add overheads to the purchase price. Let us examine this question. Swami purchased an old scooter for 12,000 rupees and spent 2,850 rupees on its overhauling. Then he sold it to his friend for 13,860 rupees. How much percent did he gain or loss? Here, total cost price is 12,000 plus 2,850. That is 14,850. Now, selling price is 13,860. Here, selling price is less than cost price. Hence, Swami makes a loss. Loss is equal to 14,850 minus 13,860, that is 990. Loss percentage, the formula says loss by CP into 100. So 990 by 14,850 into 100. By simplification, its answer is 6 and 2 by 3 percentage. One more question. If the cost price of the 10 greeting cards is equal to the selling price of 8 greeting cards, then find the gain or loss percent. Examine the question carefully. If the cost price of the 10 greeting cards is equal to the selling price of 8 greeting cards. Now, in this question, let the cost price of each card is X rupees. Then cost price of 8 cards is 8x. Now selling price of 8 cards. It is given that it is equals to cost price of 10 cards. So it is 10x. Examine. CP is 8x, SP is 10x. So SP is greater than CP. Hence gain. What is gain? 10x minus 8x, that is 2x. So gain percentage is equal to gain by CP into 100%. So that is 2x by 8x into 100. By simplification, its answer is 25%. One more question. Sweta buys a geyser for 3,680 rupees and sells it at a gain of 7.5%. How much does she sell it? Here CP is 3,680 and gain percentage is 7.5. That means 15 by 2%. Formula for SP, that is CP into 100 plus gain percentage by 100, that equals to 3,680 into 100 plus 15 by 2 by 100. By simplification, we get 3,956 rupees. One more question. Pramila buys a calculator for 720 rupees and sells it at a loss of 6 and 2 by 3%. For how much does she sell? Here CP is 720, loss is 6 and 2 by 3, that is 20 by 3%. So selling price is equal to CP into 100 minus loss percentage by 100, that equals to 720 into 100 minus 20 by 3 by 100. Its answer is 672 rupees. Now one more question. On selling a fan for 810 rupees, Somu gains 8%. For how much did he purchase it? Very easy question. In this question, selling price is given, that is 810. Gain percentage is given, it is 8%. So cost price is the formula SP into 100 by 100 plus gain percentage. That means 810 into 100 by 100 plus 8. Its answer is 750 rupees. One more question. On selling a table for 987 rupees, Ramu loses 6%. For how much did he purchase it? In this question, selling price is 987 rupees, loss is 6%. So, the formula for CP, SP into 100 by 100 minus loss percentage, that is 987 into 100 by 100 minus 6. Its answer is 1050. That means 1050 rupees. Hence, Ramu purchased the table for 1050 rupees. One more question. On selling a bat for 371 rupees, a man gains 6%. For how much should he sell it to gain 8%? It is also simple. In this question, selling price is 371 rupees, gain percent is 6%. So, cost price, the formula says SP into 100 by 100 plus gain percent, that is 371 into 100 by 100 plus 6, that is 350 rupees. Now, cost price is 350 rupees and the desired gain percent is 8%. Hence, desired selling price is CP into 100 plus gain percentage by 100. That means 350 into 100 plus 8 by 100. Its answer is 378 rupees. One more question. By selling a t-shirt for 432 rupees, a shopkeeper loses 4%. For how much should he sell to gain 6%? Very easy. Selling price is 432 rupees. Loss is 4%. Hence cost price. Formula says SP into 100 by 100 minus loss percentage. That is 432 into 100 by 100 minus 4. Its answer is 450. Now CP is 450. Desired gain is 6%. Hence, desired selling price is CP into 100 plus gain percentage by 100. That is 450 into 100 plus 6 by 100. That is 477 rupees. Now one more question. Harsha sold his bicycle at 8% gain. Had it been sold for 75 rupees more, the gain would have been 14%. Find the cost price of the bicycle. We don't know the cost price of the bicycle, so let the cost price of the bicycle is X rupees. At 8% of gain, selling price is CP into 100 plus gain percentage by 100. That is X into 100 plus X by 100. That means 108X by 100. By simplification, its answer is 27X by 25. Now, let us calculate for 14%. At 14% gain, the selling price is, formula same, CP into 100 plus gain percentage by 100. That is 114X by 100. By simplifying, 57X by 50. The difference is 75 rupees. So, 57X by 50 minus 27X by 20 is equal to 75. By simplification, we get the answer X as 1250 rupees. Hence, CP of the bicycle is 1250. Now let us solve one more question. Giri sells 2 watches for 1955 rupees each. gaining 15% on one and losing 15% on the other. Find his gain or loss percent in the whole transaction. Dear students, 15% gain and 15% loss. So generally we think neither gain nor loss in whole percentage, but examine carefully the solution. Selling price of the first watch is 1955. Gain percentage is 15%. Hence, cost price of first watch is selling price into 100 by 100 plus gain percentage. That is 1955 into 100 by 100 plus 15. It is nothing but 1700. Selling price of second watch is 1955. Loss is 15%. So, cost price of second watch is equal to 1955 into 100 by 100 minus 15. That is 2300 rupees. So, total cost price is 1700 plus 2300. That is 4000. Similarly, total selling price 1955 plus 1955. That is 3910. In this question, selling price is less than cost price. Hence, there is loss in a whole transaction. So, loss is equal to 4000 minus 3910. That is 90 rupees. So, loss percent is loss by CP into 100. 90 by 4000 into 100. That is 2 and 1 by 4%. Hence, Giri loses 2 and 1 by 4% in whole transaction. One more question. Manohar purchased 2 handbags for 750 rupees each. He sold these bags gaining 6% on one and losing 4% on the other. Find his gain or loss percentage in the whole transaction. Observe, gain 6% and loss 4%. Generally we think on whole transaction he will get 2% gain. But observe the solution carefully. CP of the first handbag is 750 and gain percentage is 6%. So, SP of first handbag is CP into 100 plus gain percentage by 100. That is 750 into 100 plus 6 by 100. Its answer is 795. And CP of second handbag is 750. Loss is 4%. So, SP of second handbag is CP into 100 minus loss percentage by 100. So, 750 into 100 minus 4 by 100. Its answer is 720. Now, total CP, that is 1500. Similarly, total SP, that is 1515. Now, SP is greater than CP, hence gain. Gain is equal to 1515 minus 1500, that is 15 rupees. So gain percentage is gain by CP into 100, that is 1%. Hence 1% gain in whole transaction. Now the last question, very interesting question. A reduction of 20% in the price of sugar enables Sujata to buy an extra 3 kgs for it for 360 rupees. Find the original rate and the reduced rate per case. Once again, a reduction of 20% in the price of sugar enables Sujata to buy an extra 3 kgs of it for 360 rupees. Find the original rate and the reduced rate per case. Let the original rate per case is x rupees. So reduced rate 20% reduced. So the reduced rate is 80% of x, that is 80x by 100, that equals to 4x by 5. Now quantity of sugar for 360 rupees at original rate is 360 by x kgs, and quantity of sugar for 360 rupees at the new rate is 360 by 4x by 5. It becomes 450 by x kgs. Now the difference is 3 kgs. Hence it is 450 by x minus 360 by x is 3. The denominators are same. So it becomes 90 by x is equal to 3. By cross multiplication 3x is equal to 90. So x is equal to 30. So the original rate of the sugar is 30 rupees per case, and the reduced rate is 4x by 5. That means 4 by 5 into 30. That is 24 rupees per case. Now it's time for homework. Pause the video and finish the homework. If you have any doubts, don't hesitate to call me. Thank you for listening, dear students.